Before starting, I want to thank the organizer for having accepted my abstract, despite the fact it's not biological. The topic spans across 4 millennia, from the Minoan civilization to present time. Well, in fact, when I read this meeting was going to be held in Crete, I thought about this topic. I could not think of any other topic. Because the story of the Mediterranean documents on the Mediterranean octopus start in Crete, here in this island, where the Minoan civilization flourished 4 millennia ago. The first examples of octopuses depicted on pottery are this one from Camara's style, and they are quite stylized. And this kind of refiguration evolved in time to get to the marine style 2 centuries later, where many marine animals, including octopus, argonauts, loligo, and fishes and algae, were represented in a very naturalistic way. The octopus was very good as an image because with its arms seems to embrace the jars. Well, we know that later on, Mycenaean civilization in mainland Greece borrowed many elements from the Minoan culture, among these the octopus, which is always represented, in this case in a bowl, in a syrup jar, in a stylized way, always symmetrical, and always with the arms departing from the 2 eyes, which are depicted very, very big. But was the octopus just a decorative element? Well, in several graves in Mycenae, the archaeologists found many burial gold plaques, that there were small plaques of gold that were attached, probably attached to the clothes of the dead people, and the most represented element is the octopus. Hundreds of plaques have been found. And later on, in Crete again, octopus is the main element in the larnakes, which are clay coffins. In this case, depicted in a naturalistic way, and afterwards in a stylized way, very similar to those in the Mycenaean tombs. You see here the octopus, and also here this is papyrus flowers. So octopus is deeply involved with the cult of the dead, and the supernatural. In fact, why is this? Because of our regeneration, probably people thought that the souls of the dead could regenerate like the octopus arms. Some archaeologists advanced the hypothesis, put forward the hypothesis that octopus was an apotropic symbol, but indeed this is not very supported theory. Many people from Asia, Near East Asia, and also from Greece thought that afterlife was in the deep sea. So probably the octopus was a symbol of the afterlife, or even might be a carrier of souls. This before Charon was invented. Whatever the truth, a few centuries later we found the octopus involved with many supernatural entities, gods, demigods, heroes, and so on the back of coins, many coins all over the Greek cultural area, from Spain, southern France, most of Italy, the Dalmatian coast, and northern Africa, present-day Turkey, and so on. Also, we know that in Trusina, in the region of Argolis in Greece, mainland Greece, the octopus was a sacred animal, could not be killed and of course eaten. Whereas in other parts of Greece, it was offered in sacrifice for the puerpere, the women that had delivered a few days before. Even it was the gift, the most important gift that was given to these women during the Amphidrome celebration, 5 days after the delivery. Several examples of coins. The first one on the left is the octopus associated to Zeus. The second one to Athena, the goddess of wisdom, and to the deer, the sacred animal to Diana. I don't remember the Greek name. And here again the bull that represents Zeus and so on. Well, in written sources, octopus is reported as a symbol of wisdom. That's why it's associated with Athena, the goddess of wisdom, and also to the olive tree, which was the tree sacred to Athena. Also was associated to cunning because of his ability to do many things, so associated to Odysseus or Ulysses. Adaptability to unpleasant conditions. We know that the octopus is a very pliable body that can adapt to every kind of substrate. Capability to cope with intricate situations. And the poets Theognis and Pindar wrote that the octopus is a good moral model for behavior of man. Well, of course, not only art and craft and supernatural, but also food. This is probably the most ancient scene of an octopus, a fishery involving octopus. This is the bottom of a wine drinking cup from Siena. We see a man fishing finfish with hook and line, and there is an octopus lurking from behind a rock. The thing in the middle, on the bottom, is this one. Is most probably a pot, a trap for octopus. And here we have another scene of the octopus eaten by a seal, monk seal. We know that octopus is one of the main food prey for seals, and although they are almost disappearing from the Mediterranean. And this is one of the earliest coins from Lydia, from Phocaia. The Greek name of Phoke means seal. And you see the octopus here. Okay, Aristotle, all of you know, that was not only a great philosopher, but also a scientist, a biologist. He wrote many pages about cephalopods. But about octopus, he said it was a stupid animal. It's his opinion. Okay. To sum up, during the Greek civilization, there are 3 facets for the octopus: decorative element in art and craft, spiritual symbol, or even sacred animal, and food item. When we get to the Roman civilization, the pre-Roman civilization, let's say in Italy, to the Magna Graecia colonies, we found several dishes, fish dishes, that depicted animals good to eat. So in this case, octopus is just no spirituality, just gourmet. And somebody of you might remember the CIAC poster, the CIAC 1994 poster, which was prepared by Andrew Packard. He took 3 different elements from 3 different fish dishes and assembled to prepare this artificial fish dish, ancient. Okay, let's go to the Roman civilization. That, although Roma was founded a few centuries before, the Roman civilization all over Italy and afterwards all over the Mediterranean started in the 6th century before Christ. And beautiful, this is maybe the most beautiful mosaic, is kept at the Naples National Archaeological Museum. And you see the octopus in the center, because it's the most important, the most artistically important element. There are several mosaics depicting the octopus. This one is not well known. This is Larino in the region Molise, and you see the octopus in the center, again in the center of the mosaic, surrounded by 4 groupers. You know that the grouper is the worst enemy of octopus. The opinion on science. We go to Plinius the Elder, Historia Animalium. Again, the octopus is a stupid animal, but this is clearly taken after Aristotle. So a negative statement, shortly after followed by a positive statement. It has very good sense of housekeeping because it brings food to home, disposes of empty shell with some food remains, so that many little fish go to eat these remains and octopus can catch them. But Plinius indeed is not trustable because he didn't observe anything, he just reported elements, information taken from other sources. In fact, also reports a couple of stories of some octopus as big as 2 tons, things like that. I mean, it's not trustable. Instead, Oppian of Anazarbus, despite the fact he was just a poet, he described the behavior of octopus, several behaviors of the octopus, very good, in a very good way, and did not give any moral or symbolic, spiritual meaning to the octopus. Well, this is not really scientific, but anyway, this is the most ancient written recipe to cook octopus. It's very short, to cook polyp octopus, pepper, liquamen, which is, somebody of you might know, it's associated with garum, something that the Roman prepared with the rotten fish. Liquamen was the liquid coming from this, was very appreciated. And lacere, which is a cultivated plant, which is no longer cultivated, and then put on the table, serve it. To sum up, octopus has 2 facets: decorative element in art and craft, like in the Greek civilization, and food item, at least in Italy, present-day Italy. The symbolic, the spirituality of octopus is fading away. Then we go to Christianity. You think of the worst thing about you can think, the octopus had that. Greed, because with the arms grabbed everything, kept for itself, didn't share anything. Soul abductor, the same thing, grabbed souls and brought to hell. Of course, Satan does the same thing. Not trustable lovers, lasciviousness, voracity, idleness, envy, fake and adulated persons, because the octopus can change face very fast and many times. So like fake people, obscene, and so on and so on. I took this from different sources, from the 16th and 17th century, in Latin and Italian. This is Piazza Navona in Rome. This monument fountain where Neptune is fighting against the evil forces. What are they? Octopus. Why this? Well, it's not because some pope didn't like octopus, but because the church fought against all animals and plants sacred to other religions. Another animal that was badly fought much more than the octopus was the bear, especially in the northern Europe, I mean. Some residues of this negative reputation of the octopus arrived till present day. This is 19th century. Somebody of you know the booklet by Henry Lee, The Devil Fish. Also, I believe that the description of this giant octopus by Victor Hugo was possible because there was a negative vision of the octopus at that time. I mean, this octopus that killed many people. Also, in the kitchen, it was not considered a good food. It was a food just for poor people. Well, there are many ancient recipes of octopus, but they are all for poor people. Noble people, rich people didn't eat octopus. And as late as the early 20th century, we found a negative vision of the octopus. This one is Kran, Slovenia, and this is supposed to be full of water, this crystal. This is St. John of Nepomuk, which is grabbed by two octopuses and that drowned it. Actually, he was killed in Prague, was put in a bag, this saint, and drowned in the river, where I don't think there were octopuses, unless something changed in life. Okay, the present-day general reputation, it is an intelligent animal, it's not dangerous to man, it is more and more appreciated as a food. This happened thanks to popularization of science that eventually succeeded in describing the octopus as it is really. And TV movies, documentaries, articles for journals, magazines, and so on. But still, there are some remains. Still, in Italy we say la pieuvre, from the French word pieuvre, still a bad animal, but it is not the real animal, of course. Many of you know this, and this from the Walt Disney movie, The Little Mermaid. Well, how to depict the sea witch, half a woman, I don't know why half a woman, not half a man, and half octopus. This, I'm sure, it comes from the negative reputation that once the octopus had. Well, it is a fishery and food item, intelligent animal, and it is more and more respected. I know many skin divers, scuba divers that don't hunt any longer octopus. They just take photographs of it. I said before, evil symbol, but in the mind of most people it's very clear that it's not the actual animal. It's something fantastic. And to like animals.